Hey folks, this is ioEther. I'm back with some more World Tanks. So as you can see, this Ashen Chigar, otherwise known as Ash, in his T-54. This is actually a 8.11 replay, so forgive any weird or odd differences you see from the normal stuff. First let's start with, all the shameless self-promotion stuff. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, leave a comment, that kind of thing. If you really want to support me, my link to my Patreon account is in the description below. And that way you guys can give money directly to me versus to my advertisers, who then give some of it to me. It's up to you. If I get enough Patreon supporters, then I can take the ads off the channel completely, which is what I kind of want to do. But for now, back to the game. And Ash just fires his first shot on the move into a bat chat, who is of course still reloading, so there's no way he can return fire. That was a brilliant move, and something that you have to actually understand the bat chat in order to do, because if the bat chat had a smaller reload time, Ash could have got destroyed right then, tracked in the open and then just wrecked. But of course, because he knew the bat chat was still reloading, there was no way for the bat chat to be able to do anything but look at him. So he took a shot on the move and then ran straight across an open field and got into the position he actually wanted to get into. Now before I go too far into this, I do have to mention that back there is Thorpe, another friend of mine who is platooned up with Ash. So the two of them are kind of a team, except of course Brazel didn't manage to get across the open field before the bat chat reloaded. So he is currently trapped in A6, trying to fight out against some heavies. He's probably going to lose that fight, which means Ash is going to be up here more or less alone. He's got a couple of bat chats who managed to crawl over the mountain and get to him. They must have actually pushed each other up and over. Are they in a platoon? They are. So either Brazel pushed them up and over, or more likely one of them pushed the first one up and then Brazel pushed the other one up, and now he's going to try and climb up himself. Climbing up that mountain is incredibly difficult unless you actually know what you're doing or you get shoved. So I guess it's possible they both climbed up of their own accord, but I don't think you could do this back then. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played, 8.11, right? No, it looks like Brazel's managed to climb the mountain. That's good. So unfortunately we just lost the bat chat to an enemy bat chat. So that's bad. But they did manage to kill an E3 in the process, so that's good. It's kind of a trade-off. So Ash is currently doing a standoff with a E4. He doesn't really want to get in this guy's face, because the only way he'd be able to damage the E4 is if he got around behind him. And if he gets behind him, that means he's going to be directly in the way of all the guns that are lined up on this ridgeline right here. So Ash is going to be careful how he plays this. For the next little bit, he's probably not going to be able to do anything. Of course, now that the E4 is concentrating on the bat chat, this would be the time to go. E4 gets tracked. Nice shot into him. I'm in fixed camera. Okay. So he didn't actually scope in for that. He just fired into the side clutch, and it was a good shot. Went through. Ooh, look. There's the artillery. Anyone feel like you want him to just run down the hill and just jump on the guy? Because I would really love that. Putting more shots into the enemy bat chat. Kind of wonder if this is the same one that was on the ridge before, or if no. You know what? The enemy's only got one bat chat. So yeah, this is the same guy that Ash already put a shot into. Ooh, and Brazel. Yeah, I saw that coming. Brazel was hoping to get a shot off before the bat chat got his shot off, but that's not how it worked out. And now the bat chat's reloading, so we got about another 30 seconds to kill him. Nope, that ain't gonna work. And our bat chat decided to sneak around the hill the same way, so maybe he's reloading too. Because if he wasn't reloading, then he should have gone the opposite way around the mountain, so you guys came around to him, versus both of you running the same way and him just running around the other side, right? Because that just doesn't make any sense. This is... oh, okay. I was gonna say, if he takes that shot clutch, I'm gonna, like, I don't know. But yeah, you really gotta scope in for these kind of shots. It's 400 meters away. Firing onto the side of an E100 without scoping in at 400 meters. If you do damage, you are very lucky and shouldn't do it again. So apparently we got a little bit of lag on the reticle. As you can see it jumping around there, whereas Ash was very smoothly aiming. So I don't know if... I don't think that's all because of him snapping the reticle around. I think that was just a little bit of lag on the replay kind of thing. So now we're stuck. Yes, we could go down that hill, but there's a Moss and an E100 that are kind of looking this way, but kind of not. I don't think he can pen the front of an E100 turret, but the flush side, oh yeah. Seriously, you zoomed out. Don't do that. You and Ronick, the same. Both of you, stop it. You're not really gonna stop it, are you? It's a bad habit. You gotta get out of it, guys. Okay, so enemy artillery takes out our bat jet. Well, that's lovely. Not really, but yeah. Oh, and because this is an encounter, somebody's on the cap. Two somebodies are on the cap. It's still going to take them a minute, but we still have to move. It's going to take us about a minute to get there at full tilt. So Ash isn't slowing down for anything, which is going to be a problem because there's a Yag Tiger in his way. So finally his team manages to take out that E100 with the help of the artillery. Good. So this E100 driver is complaining about how bad his team is because they're winning. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Obviously you should be complaining about how bad your team is when they're, 30 seconds from winning the game. And all this Yag Tiger had to do was keep Ash and an IS-7 busy. He actually killed one of our attackers. And he was doing a fair job up until the point where he decided to spin around to try and take on Ash, and now he's just not being effective at all. As Ash is just keeping this guy. Yeah, this is the kind of thing you would do in a light tank. He's backing up, circling a Yag Tiger. that poor guy. I think that was a friendly artillery shot. Just almost landed on Ash. Because that's never happened. Any of us, right? Where we've killed an enemy target and then boom, friendly already here to help. Oh, don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, nice shot. And this poor 212A is dead. Good. Now they're still capping, but either artillery or the IS-7 has managed to help them decap. So we got some time. Not a lot of time, mind you, and it's not like they're puny little tanks on the cap either. It's an almost full health Jag Panther E100. That guy can't one-shot Ash, but he can obviously one-shot the IS-7, and I hope he has loaded HE for the IS-7. He has seen the IS-7 coming from a mile away. If he has HE loaded, he should be able to, boom, take him out no matter where he hits him in one shot, and that's another gun out of the fight. Nope, he's looking at Ash, so he doesn't have HE loaded, and he just fired into the dirt. Okay, oh, I wonder if that was actually him that fired. It must have been him that fired. And because it's 8.11 and not 9.3, engine fire, because he got shot in the front. And that was his manual fire extinguisher that just went out. So now, yeah, I kind of wonder where their IS-4 is. Because he should be here helping the team, but apparently he's decided that he's too important to bother helping the team, and I think he's actually gone arty hunting. Because of course an IS-4 is totally going to catch up to a bat jet already on the move. Sometimes these teams make me cry. But mostly they make me laugh when I'm not on their team. So the Edge Panther by now has reloaded, so our guys are being really, really cautious. And the I-7 looks like he's about to die unless Ash can save his life. Or the Egg Panther can miss. That will work too. So now Ash is on 3 kills and 6,000 damage, and now he's going to go hunt down IS-4. Who's right there? I was right. He went to hunt down artillery because he was totally going to catch a batch head already. So put one shot into Ash. That's the first damage Ash has taken all game. That's actually the first shot fired at him all game. That didn't, hit dirt. No, I'm fairly certain that's the first shot fired at him all game. If someone else can find one in the video or remembers one that I've forgotten, put in the comments please, but I'm fairly certain he got hit once, and that was by the IS-4 at this point in time. There's 4 minutes left in the game. So for some reason our IS-7 has decided he needs to start capping. I'm a little bit yes and no about this decision. Really we need to hunt down the IS-4 because the IS-4 is in a better position for decapping, but at the same time the IS-7 has no health left, so he's not going to be really as much use in a fight. So I'm yes and no about this. It's good to put pressure on the IS-4, and so jumping on the cap will do that. But at the same time, teaming up and 2 of them going after the IS-4 would give Ash a much, much better chance of winning this. So again, yes and no. And apparently, the IS-4 has continued to chase the RD! He is totally going to catch that batch artery if you just keep going at it. Eventually, the batch artery will totally slow down enough for you to catch up. Now instead, you took yourself out of a prime defense position to make sure you could get shot by Ashen in this T-54 and chase a batch head already. Because that's the only thing I can think of that would make an IS-4 run out of his defensive position. And then he gets killed by the thing he was chasing. I don't consider that a kill steal, though Ash probably does. That batch head already had 6 kills that game, including that last one. He deserved that Top Gun, considering the fact that it's on artillery. It's not something you get a whole lot. I'm gonna bet he did a lot of damage as well as Ash did. So they both deserve the kills they got. Though Ash definitely probably deserved a few more kills, looking at his damage. 1,500 experience earned without premium, without his daily double. This was an awesome game. This is the game he wanted for his daily double, but of course this is the game you never get as your daily double. Obviously his ace tanker, high caliber, which we're not completely surprised by. 70,000 credits made in a T-54 in a tier 10 game. That is outstanding, and not something you see a whole lot of. So I actually spot damage on the front end. I didn't know that. That's cool. And of course these guys we're not really surprised about. Ash, yeah, Ash deserves the top spot. And he deserved it by a lot. That's 7,000 damage versus, everyone else on his team. Now, wait, what? RE100 was a scout tank? I know you can't see it, but I'm currently staring at the camera in disbelief. So, somehow, RE100 decided not to do any damage to the enemy team. Instead, he was going to go be a scout tank. Our scout tank did more spotting and more damage than RE100, and got less experience. Oh, he tanked a whole lot of damage. Okay. Well, then I'll give him that. Fine. Deal. Next time, how about you hit something? That's all I ask, okay? This guy deserves some real props because 4,000 damage done in an artillery is hard to do. He landed 10 hits out of 19. That is actually pretty stellar. And if you've ever driven an artillery for any length of time, you'll know he had some real skill in order to do that. And he deserves some major props for that. IS-7 pulled out a defender medal. It was almost stolen by the artillery, and if he'd done a few more capture points in defense, he probably would have stolen that defender medal. And anyone on the enemy team deserves some props. No, I don't think so. They all fought pretty well, but at the end, it was that IS-4 that just gave the game away. So he made 70,000 and he lost 22,000 because of the fact that he had to fire so much gold. And that was, 7,000 damage done over 29 shots. It was worth some gold. He didn't make any money on it, but it was still worth it. And a little bit of assisting damage. That's pretty cool. So potential damage received. Okay, so that means he... No, wait. No, those are the 2 shots that went into him. Yeah. He did actually only get shot at 3 times this entire game. And 2 of them penetrated and did a whole bunch of damage. That is pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Ash, for saying this in. This was an awesome game to watch, and one of the best ways to play a medium. Wait until partway through the game, and then just go rampant on people before they even know what's going on. Sniping, it was an awesome game to watch. This is how you play a medium, guys. This is what you should be doing. Backing up circle strafing a jag target, that was pretty awesome too. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.